Morning students. Yesterday we discussed about the properties of square numbers. Now we are going to use these properties and solve the exercise number 6.1. Come and join us. Should be first question. Question number 1. Exercise number 6.1. Question number 1. What will be the unit digit of the squares of the following numbers? Okay. If any number has a unit digit as 1 as well as 9. 1 as well as 9. If any number has a unit digit as 1 and 9, the square of that number always ends with 1. The corresponding answer of 1 as well as 9 as a unit digit, it always ends with 1. If any number has a unit digit as 2 as well as 8, the corresponding results always end with 4. Is it clear? This should be the unit place value. If a number having a unit digit as 2 and 8, the square of that number always ends with 4. If a number has a unit digit as 3 as well as 9, 3 as well as 7, it always ends with the square of that number is always ends with 9. Then any number ends with the number 4 as well as 6. The corresponding square of that number is always ends with 6. It should be a unit place value is there. Okay, wow. Then 5 ended with 5. Then zeros, number of zeros, there should be a 10 means it should be an even number of zeros should be existing. Should be even number of zeros. Even number of zeros should be existing. If a square of any 10 values, multiples of 10 is always end with the even number of zeros. Is it clear? From that, go with the first subdivision. The first question exercise number 6.1 should be 81. It ends with 1. From this we clear that if you square the 81, the unit place value, they ask only the unit digit of the square of the following numbers. So therefore you simply write the unit digit of square of 81 is, I always say, if any number ends with 1 means, if any number unit plus 1 means, the corresponding square should be always end with 1. Always end with 1. So it should be 1. Is it clear now? Is it clear? Good. The same first question should be a second sum. 272. Subdivision 272 is given. Here the unit place value is 2. If you square 272, it ends with 4. So you simply write therefore the unit place value of, we write at the side, but the unit place value of square of 272 is 4. Is it clear? The same way you have to solve the remaining sums. Now we are going to see the question number 2. Question number 2. The following numbers are obviously not perfect square. Give reasons diagram. So this is not a perfect square. By using, we have to see the unit digits. If a unit digit as 2, 3, 7 and 8. If a number ends with 2, 3, 7, 8, it's not a perfect square. As well as the not odd number of zeros. If a number ends with the odd number of zeros, is that number is not a perfect square. Is it clear? Now see the first question. 1057. The unit place value should be 7. If 7 exists as a unit digit, it is not a perfect square. You simply write 1057 is not a perfect square because we are going to write the reason for that, because the perfect square never ends with 7. Perfect square number never ends with 7. You simply write as 7. Is it clear? The same way, how do you solve the remaining sums? Then question number 3, square of which of the following are odd numbers? We are going to remember the property number 3, the square of odd numbers always should be odd. Is it clear? Now, the first question should be 431 is given here. It ends with 1, 1 is an odd number, so therefore the square of 431 is an odd number, so it should be odd. The square of 431 is, we simply write as odd. If a number, for example, if a number ends with 432, if a number ends with the even number, the square of that number should not be odd, it should be even. That should be a property number 4. The square of 732 is even. You simply write like this, like in a statement form. Okay. In last section we have to see the question number 4 as well as 5. Now we are going to see about the question number 6. Here gives some pattern. 1 square plus 2 square plus 2 square is equal to 3 square. From the clear that 1 square and square, the first two numbers should be multiplied with this. We get the answer should be 2. After getting this, you are going to add an 1 with this, you get the final result. The same way you have to repeat the pattern. 2, 3 is given. First number should be 2, second number should be 3. So 2 into 3 becomes 6. Is it right? From this result, we are going to add with 1. So 6 plus 1 should be 7 here. The same way, we have to repeat the same pattern. So 3 4s are 12. 12 is given. 12 plus 1 should be 13. So 4 5s are 20 square. You put it on 20 square. Adding with 1 with the 20, we get a 21 square. This is the answer. Then 5, 30. Which one is missing? Whenever going, which number is multiplied with the 5, we get a 30 means should be 6. So 6 square should be exist here. So 5 6 are 30. 30 plus 1 become 31 square. Afterwards, 6 square and 7 square is given. We are going to multiply this is 6 into 7 is equal to 42. 42 square. Adding 1 with this result, we get the final. So 43 square. Is it clear now? Okay. Yes, question number 7. So without adding, find the sum can become. So property number 5, we are going to remember the property number 5. The sum of consecutive odd integers should be the square of how many numbers? Square of how many numbers exist in the given sum. How many odd numbers is given here? 1, 2, 3, 7. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 numbers is given. Okay, wow. Square of 5 gives the result. We are going to add now. 1 plus 3, 4. 4 plus 5, 9. 9 plus 7, 16. 16 plus 9 become 23. Without actual addition, I am going to give the result. In the same way, you have to do the remaining sums. This is the question number. Now you have to see the question number 8. Express 49 as the sum of 7 odd numbers. 49 as the sum of means 7 odd. First you are going to write the 7 odd numbers. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11 and 13. So adding those things you get the sum. So 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 9 plus 11 plus 13. So you adding these numbers, we get a result as 49. This is a reversible process of property number 5. If sum of 7 consecutive odd numbers should be result as 49. Okay. Then the same way you have to do the second subdivision. Now you move towards the question number 9. Before that we are going to see something. Number of non-perfect square numbers, non-perfect square numbers between the square of consecutive numbers. For example, it should be given by 2n. It should be given by 2n. How can I say? Means we consider 1 and 2. These two are consecutive numbers. We are squaring these two things. The 1 square should be 1 and 2 square should be 4. In between this, there is a infinite number of non-perfect square. That should be, what are they means? It should be 2 and 3. How many numbers are exist here? 2 numbers. How can I get it shortly means by means of 2 into the square of first number, multiple of first number with the 2. So 2 into 1 become 2. So number of non-perfect square numbers in between the square of consecutive number is 2n. If you consider another example, 2 square as well as 3 square. In between this, how many non-perfect square means? We are going to multiply with the 2 with the first number, we get the number of perfect square number. So 2 into 2 become 4. So we are going to check it. 2 square should be 4, 3 square should be 9. In between this, how many numbers exist means 5, 6, 7, 8. It should be the 4 numbers. Is it clear? Now the same way you are going to solve the question number 9. How many numbers lie between squares of the following numbers? 12 and 13. Both are consecutive numbers. So that square, 12 square as well as 13 square, in between this how many numbers means 2 into that first number 12. Should be 24 numbers should be exist between 12 square and 13 square. In the same way, the second division, second sum. So 25 and 26 is given. The square of 25 and 26, we are going to find how many numbers exist between 25 square and 26 square. 25 square as well as 26 square. In between this, how many non-perfect squares should be exist? So how many numbers means we are going to multiply with the 2. So 25 into 2 result should be 50. Then you have to say 50 non-perfect square numbers should be exist between 25 square and 26 square. So this is the session. So see you next class. Thank you.